minute. When I say hot, I mean it. Okay, we're gonna get these, let me get this right, get myself together here. We're gonna get these, some of this tropical fruit planted up. And I wanted to let you see if, let me see, yeah, this is gonna be a little harder to manage, but that's okay. We got this. How's everybody doing today? Happy Sunday. Guava, welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. What we're gonna be doing today, what I'm gonna be doing today, is I'm gonna just go ahead and, hey, everything fresh and sassy. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, Punchy Loke. Hey, Cheryl Faulkner, the German gardener. What's going on? Listen, I'm gonna plant up some of that tropical stuff because it'll never make it in those little tiny containers that I got from Florida. So what I'm planning on doing is just getting this stuff in a pot from the bottom. I was going to start a whole video, and I was like, man, nope, because this weather is like it just got done storming. I got debris all over the place. Either it's storming or it's burning hot. And I kid you not, the sky was just perfect just a few minutes ago. And now it done opened up and it's burning. So what's going on? What's up, Thunder? Hey, Deb. Hey, Carissa. Hey, Andale. Yeah, yes, we are having good rain. It's a lot of rain. Let me see what we got. Hey, Angie Blackman. Say, sure have been getting some rainstorms. Yes, we have. It been coming through. It'll start out a beautiful day like this and then just hit us every time. Hey, Christy Matthews said, hello from Florida. You know that's one of my second homes. Terry Jackson, hey, lad, I wish we can get some in California. Don't wait in California, move. I told you, hey, you can always change your own situation. Don't wait for your situation to just, someday California gonna get some rain. Maybe it's time to relocate. And Dale Homestead said, oh, okay, got you. Maybe it's time to relocate, you know. How you doing, Homestead in the Hood? Good to see you in here. Did anybody else go on any other treasure hunts, fruit tree treasure hunt missions? Anybody else? Say here, there, leg, crazy weather, hot down here in Jupiter, Florida. Yeah, it's hot here too. I ain't too far from y'all. Hey, Hoodstead, it's good to see you. What's up, sis? What was that? I couldn't. Thank you, Marquise. Said Thunder said, strange thing happened. I have some volunteer squash plants coming up. I don't recall planting them. That's kind of what happens sometimes. Animals get into your garden and they eat a little bit of something and spit out some seeds somewhere or poop out some seeds. That's how it's really supposed to be in the first place. So nobody else got any, nobody went hunting for trees. Because before I get planting, I want to let you guys know it is so hard to find fruit trees in places. What you got, Abdullah? Say you got a question. What's your question, Abdullah? JJ Home Garden said, I have so much fruit this year. I'm thankful for your suggestions, and God, thank you so much for that. Dolores is growing lemons. Hey, EMJ. That sound like something. Bobby Jackson, what's going on in Louisiana? Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge, everybody. Let me see what we got. I went to Georgia, grown citrus shipped to home. Okay. Hey, Callie Homestead and Pooh Bear, how you doing? Hands in the dirt, my man. What's going on, man? Happy Mac. Good to see you. Let me see. The trees at the stores in San Antonio look half dead. Cindy's World, everywhere I go. I I got home and start looking at my own nurseries. We forget dead. We don't have anything. We don't have anything. Living Out Loud, the podcast said new gardener here building a shed, making it total solar because of you. Thank you for that, and good luck with that because it's rough. Thank you, Dolores Jackson. Say they don't have any fruit trees here in Bakersfield, California. All their good stuff is gone. And you know what? I'm not even thinking that it's the time of the season. I'm thinking that it's just something. The supply chain is. I don't know how they supply mangoes, for instance. I've been literally everywhere I go in the South, anywhere more South than here. They even sell mangoes here sometime. But anywhere further south than this, you will trip over a mango for sale somewhere for dirt cheap. And now all of a sudden, it's nothing. Nothing nowhere. And the only mango trees I've been able to find cost a human fortune. You be thinking they about to ask you for your soul for one of them trees. I'll be like, man, I don't even want to ask y'all no questions about do it grow in my zone or not. I look at the price and I was done. Is the weather extremely hot in some place? It's the weather. Yeah, I believe it. Hey, Crafty Mom Creations, how you doing? Let me see. Is it okay? Abdullah saying, is it worth to buy solar generator LED? Man, I'm so disappointed with charge cycles. For example, EcoFlow, $1,000 for 500 cycles, or am I missing something? My brother, you missing something. It sounds like you're not quite all the way sure what you're talking about. After the we ain't gonna get into solar right now, okay? But after 500 charge cycles, look at your look at your solar generator just like you look at your cell phone. Your cell phone ain't just gonna up and cut off after you had it for 3 years, right? 4 years, 5 years. It's just not gonna hold that full 100% charge like it did when you first bought it. That's all. The charge, I promise you, I don't even look at charge cycles because by the time you could wear out your solar generator, you're going to get another one. This is my promise to you. By the time you could wear out one of these solar power generators, you will be looking at another one, bigger, smarter. Technology is moving faster than we know, and I wouldn't worry about that. Don't be disappointed for that. That you got to do a little bit more reading, and I think you will catch up on that. Crafty Mom Creation question about a mango: can I get a cutting from another bearing tree and propagate it? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, Abdullah, that's all to it, man. Everybody doing too much thinking. They overthinking the most simplest things. And I promise you, solar power generators, solar power stations is not as complicated as people keep trying to make it out to be. It really ain't. Can you go mangoes from seed out of the grocery store? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, I want a mango so bad I have seeds that I brought from Florida. I ate mangoes while I was in Florida, Alfonso mangoes, and I planted all of them. I literally brought them home, ate them, brought them home, and I got them in paper towels right now. Can you grow a mango? Okay, got that one. Let me see. So, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab the rest of this soil because when I was at I can't even think of the place. I keep thinking of Ebenezer. I was in Florida and I went to Ebenezer's nursery. I didn't even give y'all no information about Ebenezer's nursery, but I will right now. How many people is in Florida right now? How many people in Florida? Anybody? Show of hands. How many Floridians do I got? The hood said sprouted a mango seed here in New York this past winter. What happened to it? What kind of heat our sun is been? I don't. Your words like It's kind of mixed up or something. Okay, Floridians, eh, uh, steer clear of Ebenezer's Nursery. Ebenezer's Nursery. I'm going to tell you why. It's a place down there, and I don't know what city I went to, because I was probably an hour and a half away from Miami. I went and traveled throughout all of Florida so much. Stay away from Ebenezer's Nursery. If you go, knock yourself out. But they get no pat on the back from me. And the reason I say that, I went to Ebenezer's Nursery. When I go to a nursery, now I guess I'm getting older. I'm getting older, so I promise you this. My tolerance for unprofessionalism, or it don't even got to be professional, just moral, it's very low. It's very low. Customer service, very low. I'm not the kind of person to go to getting fussing and, oh, you supposed to give me all my fries is cold. I ain't one of them people. I ain't one of them. But the kind of person I am is I will never come back to this mug. And I'm going to tell as many people as I know to steer clear of something. And I'm not quick to judge. I'm not quick to judge. So I'm not going to just be like, oh, I just had one bad experience. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they was late for lunch. No, I went there 3 days in a row. And I'm telling you, them was the meanest people, the only mean people I dealt with the whole time I was in Florida. I don't know what part of Florida it was in. It's called Ebenezer's Nursery. Them was the meanest people I dealt with the whole time I was in Florida. I went to the nursery, and this lady just sitting there looking at me. She's sitting on like a stool, just looking at me like this. And I'm walking around the trees. No trees have prices on them. No trees have really no names. You kind of got to start figuring stuff out. And I was cool with that too. So when I asked her, hey, ain't nobody there now. And I asked her, hey, can I, get some help? She just looking at me on a stool. So she ain't too far away from me. She about 20 yards away from me. So I kind of figured maybe, I'm giving her benefit of the doubt. Maybe she don't see very well. I'm still trying to. I walk over to her. I say, hey, can I get some help over here? I think this is a mango, but y'all know some mangoes and some avocados look kind of the same. And they had everything just kind of junked together. So I wanted to know, number one, is this a mango? Number two, what kind is it? Number three, how much is it? Because I needs that boy, right? So she get up, and the first thing she do, family, I got a trailer on the back of my truck. I'm not looking in any way, form, or fashion like I'm about to come in here and pull your chain. I'm looking like I'm ready for business, okay? I'm asking specific questions so I'm not just a tourist just kind of giddy about, because I heard something about mangoes when I was in Chicago and I've never seen one. I'm not that guy. I'm coming here on business and I want to get something done. I'm like, whoa, okay. Maybe I mistook is she having an asthma attack? When mugs be breathing like they don't want to bother with you. You need an inhaler, ma'am? Sound like you need an inhaler. You might want to go in there and get your breathing treatment, because it is humid. So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt still. I'm like, so which one is this one? Because, mind you, family, if I was like, if there was name tags on there and I'm just being lazy and I ain't doing my own due diligence, I get it. Man, ain't no names on none of this stuff, And I did buy a tree from there. I actually bought the star fruit from there. Guess what? She had to put a tag on it. That might not even be no Fuang Tung or whatever it's called. That might be something else. I won't even know. Because she just went and grabbed the tag and put it on there. They had a mango. The mango tree was fairly small, fairly reasonable. It was $175. It was the it was actually the cheapest mango tree that I had saw in all the places in Florida I had been. It was a mango tree, say it was maybe 4 feet tall, but it was $175. It was the cheapest one. I know that's expensive, but it was still the cheapest in all of Florida. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. I was still ready to get it. I wanted a mango so bad. So I end up leaving the place because the woman was so stank. Is this the one you want? I don't now. And you still need that breathing treatment because your breath, you breathing heavily. You want me to check your pulse? I used to be a nurse. I can run some diagnostics on you real quick because something ain't clicking. So I pull out and I paid cash. So you see I'm not playing. You know I'm not playing. I'm serious. When you see some cash, I don't care if you got a bad attitude or not. When you see some cash, you put the he here. He ain't playing. Okay. I'm asking specific questions, not amateur questions. Look, let's get it on. Still that breathing treatment. She still needed that catching all kind of flats on me. I left. And to this very day, well, not last night, but the night before last, I had a dream about that mango tree. I had a dream I took that tree. I had a dream I took that tree. I went back 2 times. And when I went back that second time, because I was like, I gotta get that mango. Forget her attitude. I don't care. I need that mango. This is why I left. Because she was in a trailer or whatever little cabin they was in. And I pulled up in the driveway. And she looked out the window at me like this. So I get out my truck and I'm just standing there because I don't want to go up to the cabin. You know, I know Florida laws, you know, to stand your ground and stuff, you know, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. You know, it's like a barbecue shack on this side and then there's some swamp on that side. Ain't nobody around. So if she was like, oh, intruder, bang, 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 I've seen how stuff go in Florida. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no pocket full of Skittles. So I ain't going up to your cabin, especially the way you acting. So I just stand there, man. And guess what she do? She come back to the damn to the window and look back out again. Now I'm on the outside of the car. I'm like, the little curtain closed. I left. I left that mango. I've been dreaming about that mango ever since. But I'm going to tell you this, family. I'm going to tell you what I did. I broke my golden rule. My golden rule is I don't give a damn how much I want something. I won't be treated like a freaking bum. You know what I'm saying? That day I let that lady treat me like a bum twice. So I'm the sucker. And I left there and I said, if I ever end up, which I am about to go back to Florida, let me shut up before I incriminate myself. Yeah. Whoa. So I'm just saying, man, let's get these plants. Ebenezer Nursery down in close to Orlando, Florida. I don't know what other city on the outskirts of Orlando it was, but hey, you suck. Try that on with a shoehorn. You suck at your job. You suck at your craft. And I think they was like that because they was the only ones that had those, you know, those trees I wanted. This star fruit tree right here, I feel bad for it. It was there for God only know how long. I feel the star fruit tree that I bought from them, I'ma treat it like it was an abused dog that somebody took out of a crack house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put it down. I'm just gonna hope to rehabilitate it because I know it's been through all kind of mental anguish. They probably had they fruit trees and dog fighting scenarios, fighting each tree. The poor thing got scars, is bruised. I'm gonna take care of it though. But I hope that they lock those mugs up for the way they do people. Anyway, so what I plan on, hey Starduster 2, I'm coming to see you next. I want to see you. I want to see Dan Permaculture Food Force. It's so many of y'all I want to see next time. What I plan on doing next time when I go to Florida, I'ma just tell y'all where I'm at one day, and we gonna see if we can all meet up in one spot. Black's Tropical Homestead, what's going on? Let me get this going, cause I'm sitting here chatting like I'm on somebody's back porch. So what I plan on doing, y'all, what I plan on doing, I'ma show y'all what I got going on. I got all these plants behind me. You see the guavas. I'ma leave them for now. The Mexican cream guavas. I'm gonna put these baby guavas in pots, cause them pots ain't gonna make it. Sour sops gotta go in bigger pots. They ain't gonna make it like that. And all of the plants that I got from the big orange, they definitely gotta go in. And the miracle fruit. So I'm gonna get going right now. Now, even though my gardening is like my groceries, I'd rather go somewhere and pay a little more money for customer service. I'd rather go somewhere else and pay a little bit more money for cleaner surroundings. I like to go to the meat department and it don't smell like a crime scene. You know what I'm saying? I like to go to the seafood department and it don't smell like a freaking brothel. That's what I like. So I'd rather go to Publix than Walmart or any other place any day. You know, the Piggly Wiggly. I won't step foot in a Piggly Wiggly. I won't do it. Because as soon as you come into the front doors, it smells like crime and prostitution. As soon as you walk through the door, the meat department, the fish department in the back of the damn store, how am I smelling it up here by the Debbie cakes? I just walked through the door. I ain't even grabbed the cart and it's stinking. You know, so one thing about, what was that one nursery I went to? And Lucas. One thing about Lucas Nursery, they was giving you free bags of soil with everything you bought. So what I'm gonna do right now, it's still in my truck, believe it or not. I'm gonna grab this soil. I got some soil over here. We gonna smoke these pots right here, and we gonna get them planted and started up. So give me 2 ticks. Let me grab some of this soil. I hope y'all can still hear me. So y'all never let go of your integrity for your desires. I'm gonna say that now. I messed up because I let my desires get in the way of my integrity, and I let that woman straight treat me like Kizzy, and I felt real bad all the way home. Every now and then, Lady Liz said, "What's wrong with you?" I think about that mango. Well, let that go. You can get a mango anywhere. It ain't the mango. It was the woman, and I was acting like a straight simp about a tree, and I let some woman treat me like a simp and a gimp for a tree, you know? Shit, she treated me so bad. It was like I'm paying her rent and paying for other. She got about 7 kids. Ain't none of them mine, but I'm paying them all child support. That's simp. I felt like a true bum all the way home until y'all, until I got the Buc-ee's. I know y'all Floridians know all about Buc-ee's. I'm gonna do a whole video on just Buc-ee's. That place is from outer space, in good ways and and in bad ways. Buc-ee's is one of the most interesting places I've ever seen in my life. So family, we gonna get right into it. I ain't gonna keep y'all. So I'm gonna answer a few questions and we gonna get it cracking. But I'm gonna show you this soil that Lucas gave me. And it's so fine. I'm digging that. So yeah, Lucas is expensive, but doggone it, I've seen plants that I've never seen before in Lucas. I never had to ask nobody nothing. People was around every corner. So it is what it is. You know how things is these days. It's all about price gouging. Say they clean though, right? Oh, Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is the place. Listen, we gonna talk all about Buc-ee's. A whole video just about Buc-ee's. Hear me? Woo. I ain't never seen so much chaos and synchronization in my life. I have never seen so much chaos and synchronization in my life. It was probably 4 billion people in that place. Nobody was ever waiting in line because it was more gas pumps and cashiers than um than product. It was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing. No Buc-ee's in Ohio. What is that? I'm gonna have you Google that one, okay? Because I'm telling you, we're gonna talk all about that. But I'm gonna get right into the crack of this boy. That sounded wrong. I'm gonna get right into this right here. What I'm doing. That was gross. All right. So what I got these 5-gallon buckets. Y'all know where I get some from. And I said it was about 200 gas pumps. It's about 400 gas pumps at Buc-ee's, right? It's about 400 of them. How'd you keep your plant healthy while traveling? I'm gonna show you right now. We're gonna do a whole video on that. Right there. I bought an enclosed trailer and sold my open trailer. So they was in there like they was in the house. They was looking good. They ain't have to deal with no wind, no weather, no rain, no nothing. Had to be carried out of Buc-ee's by a few brothers, homestead in the hood. You had to be carried out of Buc-ee's. Cause you'll be in there all day. Cause they sell everything. They sell everything. How you doing, Rosemary? Let me see, Rosemary. Let me see. So yeah, so let's get this cracking right now. I'm gonna get right into it, and here we go. Oh, she always locks this down, man. This the part I don't like. I don't like mine locked like that. So what I'm gonna do right here, y'all, I always drill me about a 1-inch hole, anywhere from 3/4 to 1-inch hole, smack dead in the bottom. It ain't gotta be perfect. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out through all the buckets because this is for water drainage. I've had people asking me about water drainage, and they're not putting holes in their containers that they're using. They're just planting stuff in buckets. And I didn't understand what people was asking me at first because I thought it was common sense that you want the water to go somewhere after you water your plant or your tree. But I guess that's not as common knowledge as I thought. So, there we go. See that? Just a simple hole. Simple hole. And I'm going to tell y'all what else I use these in. If a plant fails, I use these to catch bees. I put a lid on it and strap it to a tree. And I was going to show y'all that earlier this year, but something happened. That's it. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Uh-oh. Finger caught. Bust all these buckets down. It's hard to find buckets right now, too. Ain't that something? It's hard to find buckets. These buckets I've been had. But it's hard to find buckets. It's hard to find lids. That's because everybody is either storing food with their buckets or they gardening with their buckets. So if you can get some buckets, you better go get them. I don't care whether you go to get them from a big box store or you go grab them from a bakery. I'm going to answer some questions, then we're going to get started. All right, what we got? What we got? Any questions? Let's see. Say the deli in my neighborhood give the buckets for free. K teacher say you just started gardening. Well, congratulations. Congratulations, you just stepped the whole game up. Woo, that sun roasting my milk dud. Which mango you looking for? The Nam Doc Mai, the Kerry, and there's one more I can't think of right this minute. Nam Doc Mai, Kerry, Hayden, it's another one too. Namdok Mai, Carrie, Hayden, and it's one more. Oh, the Alfonso. Alfonso, Namdok Mai, Hayden, Carrie. That's what's on my list. But I'll take anything I can get. Or one of those lemon ones. I don't care. Just a mango. I ain't gonna lie to you. Lead Farmer 73, my squash plants aren't growing yet, but they are blooming. What am I doing wrong? Angie, I have no idea. I would have to see your squash, my dear. I don't know. How much do you water them? I don't know if you don't water them. I don't know if you got them in the right soil. I don't know if you got them in buckets, containers. I don't know. I would love to answer your question, but so my Wally World only has a few buckets. All the Walmarts, only got a few buckets, right? All of them. And some of them is busted at the bottom. And it's been that way for a long time. Black Tropical Homestead say ice cream, mango, orange sherbet are amazing. I'll have some, please. Yes. Pickle buckets. I got pickle buckets. The only thing, man, that stank, that pickle juice. K Teacher said, I have learned a lot from this channel going to get ice maker and solar generator next. This is becoming an addiction. That's kind of the good part about it, because you know what, this kind of addiction is actually helping you save yourself and your family. It ain't like you just out there blowing money for no good reason. Do you have to use food grade buckets to plant it in? You know what? I answer that every single time we talk about gardening, and I get flack from it all the time. I say no, and I'm gonna tell you why I say no. When you go buy soil, what did it come in? When you go buy soil, what did it come in and been sitting in there piping hot in the sun forever? God only know how long, maybe a year, 6 months, whatever. Thank you, Do It Yourself Homesteading. Said just started growing, how to get my subscribers up. Just started growing, how to get my subscribers up. I don't know, just be yourself. It's in piping hot plastic. This bag is piping hot right now, right? Okay, so all of that, people keep talking about this ain't food grade plastic, but you about to put this soil in your container. I'm just gonna start right there. I could do this all day. Right there. This been leaching, whatever chemicals or whatever is in this plastic bag has been leaching down through that soil for God only know how long. So you're worried about the bucket leaching chemicals or something into the soil, and it's already been done for you before you even get there. Now we can go and switch over to, what is your shirt made of? It's some synthetic materials in it. When they say synthetic materials, what synthetic materials? What kind of shoes are you wearing? Because your feet is one of the most absorbent parts of your whole body. You put your sandals on, your slippers, your high heels, and those shoes is made out of rubber and all other kind of man-made materials. You don't know what that is, and it's absorbing every chemical that was made of. All the time you slip your feet out, and if you know your feet done went to stinking, you know your feet done just exchanged juices with whatever that shoe is made of. Okay, so I don't care what stuff is grown in. That's just to me, that's somebody's excuse. That's all. Because we could do this all day. When you're sitting in your car, and you're sitting in traffic. Everybody got a car. Okay, all of the juices that's spilling out of some other dude's car in the street, hit the street, turn into steam, come through your radiator, you breathing in somebody else's car juices, whether it's oil or it's antifreeze, it's brake fluid, something. You don't even know what the ducts inside of your air conditioner are made of, what plastic tubes. When you cut that on high because it's so hot outside. I could do this all day. I'm going to tell you this. When you buy a brand new car, you know its tags is probably still on the seat if you look right, or they just take them off. That the seats inside your car, the dashboard inside your car, your steering wheel, is some of those tags still somewhere in your car. All of that stuff is made out of poisonous materials, and it got caution signs and symbols all throughout it, talking about if you're a pregnant woman, and they always say something about California, this could cause birth defects, deformations, and everything else, right? Okay, if you looking like maybe your glove compartment under your seat, All of that is in there. Now get this. Every time it's 100 degrees outside, it's 80 degrees outside, it's burning up inside your car. All it is heating those chemicals up. And soon as you get in your car trying to escape from that heat, you breathe in all them toxic chemicals that was created from your brand new car. So I don't care about what I'm about to plant in. They made this system like this, and if you really think about it and use your head for real, look, your whole garbage can made out of plastic. You grab that just to haul it up to the street. Those chemicals is on you. You hear about that cop that ended up touching, I ain't gonna say what kind of drug it was, and it almost killed him. All he did was graze it. That's how absorbent our body is, and we don't think about it. That's why when we wash dishes, we should be wearing gloves. When we doing anything, we really should be wearing gloves because we're absorbent creatures. I'm gonna tell you another one, and I can't remember. It's been a long time. Is it lice? That weigh yourself on a scale before you get in a bathtub and soak, right? Weigh yourself before you get in a bathtub or a shower if you like to take a nice long shower till your fingers get pruny, right? Weigh yourself after. Don't drink none of the water. Don't eat while you're in there. Some people do it, so weigh yourself after and watch you weigh more. You absorb the water that you was just sitting in like a potato. That's science for you. So no, I don't care. Let's get this going, because y'all know me. I'm long-winded. I talk all doggone day. Because I love this ish. That's why. Let's smoke these pots. This ain't nothing special. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to use some of Luca juice in these bad boys. I'm going to use some of Luca soil. Give them some, see if they as good as they say they is. They said it's ready to go, so, and it was free. Look nice. Look at that. It looks nice. Damn, that look good. Okay. I see a little, it looked like it's a little bit of cocoa coir in there, a little peat, some vermiculite, some perlite, some, look like some coconut shell in there. So it's a perfect light mix so those roots can get a good start. So all I'm gonna do is dig this down. The first thing I'm gonna put in here, because my miracle fruit is the reason I went to, I was on the hunt in the first place. That's my most important to me. So I'm gonna just get right into that. And I'm gonna show you. You dig a hole. Well, this might be a little more. I went a little too far. Because you got to remember about the soil that's already in the pot. Okay? And all you do, this is how I do it. Hold the soil like that. I'll flip it over like this. And I'll pull that pot up because you don't know how established that root system is. Like this one is not very established. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to flip that right into that pot. I'm going to just kind of loosen those up a little bit because these roots are not established. I don't have to go crazy on there. They ain't root bound at all. And I'm going to take that other soil. I'm just going to shake that right in there. Let me put it over here so you can see it. Don't be trying to go all the way around the thing. You'll mess up. So just do that with your hand. And this is as simple as I do stuff, y'all. I don't get into all that weird stuff. I just really don't. I know it'll work. It'll work. But is it necessary? No. Does it make a good video? Yeah, hell yeah, make a great video. But is it necessary? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And this is how you grow food. You do the same thing with these tropical plants as you would with a tomato. Voila. Stick it in a hole, you got soul. It's over with. It's a wrap. Now I'm going to get some water and I'm going to water it in. I don't like using my house water, especially since it's been raining so good. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway because this weather been so tricky lately that I don't know if it's going to rain half the time or what. It just been doing whatever it want to do. It's like the weather here been like Bobby Brown, you know. It's just do what it want to do. It's weather's prerogative. So I'm gonna just go ahead and water that in real quick. While we water this in, I'm about to do another one. I'm gonna do a couple more trees. Any questions? We're Sunday. We here chilling together, and it's this simple. Now, will I fertilize this? Not no time soon, because number one, it got little fertilizer pellets already in it. If you can see that, thank you, Do-It-Yourself Homestead. You see that? It already got a little fertilization in it, and I ain't no reason to do that. People get carried away with that. You don't always gotta be doing that in 5 seconds. So, what soil did you use to repot your blueberries? Doing mine, I don't have a specific soil. I really don't. Black Tropical Homestead, yep, slow release fertilizer and keep it for a few months, and then I'll probably throw some chicken poop or some rabbit drops on them or something, you know. And that's it, family. Look at that. Somebody said addiction is right on here. Look, that's it. That's done. That is done. Now, I'm going to do this several more times. I'm not going to hold y'all for the whole thing, but I'm going to do one. I'm going to do two. No, I'm going to do a few more. Okay, we did a miracle fruit. I'm going to try to move on from here. We did one miracle fruit. I'm going to leave the other one. That's my water hose. I don't want it to shoot me in the groceries. So here's one of cut that water off. This is water coming from my rain barrel. And cut that out. Cut that out. When y'all do that, man, y'all must be foaming at the mouth, man. You know what? The same people that tell you to cut the water off ain't growing no food. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that to me. You act like I don't care about the planet. I live on a lake. I live on a lake back there. So when the water come out from the lake, it's going to go in the grass and go back to the lake. Don't do that to me. You know, that kills me, man. And if you in a place that ain't got no water, you might want to think about relocating. I think I stated that earlier. Cara Red Navel Orange. We about to get right into it. So, I know. Now look at this, what this comes in. See what this comes in? You know what? I'm gonna put a what's the name on here. Cause I know somebody is having a fit because they ain't never seen my channel before and they don't know that I'm on the lake. So hold on. I don't want nobody to have a baby screaming at the top of their lungs. Oh Lord, he's drinking up all our water. We're in California and we're about to lose it. Take a chill pill. It's gonna be all right, I promise. Okay? Don't pee your pantaloons worrying about what a whole nother man doing somewhere else. Sometimes you'll get that from folks, man. Come on. Let's make people feel good. Let's make people feel good. Let me see. Let's get them feeling better. We don't want them to pee them pantaloons, man. Please. Look at what we got here, boys. We got us a fancy one. I promise y'all, sometimes it's hard being a content creator because the people that come into the room sometimes can really disrupt and upset the situation that's at hand. Okay. Okay, let's get back to doing some gardening. So, grab this whole rest of this bag, and we gonna finish this boy off real quick. There we go. Now, here we go. This one, look at that, root bound like a mug. No, it ain't swirling, but it's perfect. You see that? Now all I'm gonna do is dig down in this hole, give him a little somewhere to sit around for a while until his mama come home. That need to go deeper than that. Get another bucket. That might even need to go to the bottom. Shoot, that's tall. Yeah. Yeah, that boy tall. I like my tree, the top of my root ball to be down at least 1 inch, and I'm gonna tell you why. I like it down at least 1 inch, so when you watering it, that water got somewhere to sit instead of just running right off the top. Some people plant way up here like this, and the dirt be right here, and that water just rolls right off the bucket and never get a chance to seep down in there. So I like my plants when I plant them in a bucket to get all the way down in there like that. Smoke these pots up. Okay. Now I'm gonna bust another Lucas. I gotta save one Luca for my miracle plant though. Broke farmer in the house. Everybody say what's up to Broke. What's going on, Broke? Dang, Lucas ain't playing with they dirt, man. Okay. I'm just gonna tighten that up. I'm not gonna disrupt them because it wasn't compacted or nothing. Now I got some more news. I'm a plant this last miracle fruit, and then I got some news I wanna let y'all know. Man, let's do it now. Let's do it now. How many other people are trying to grow tropical trees and plants, and you're not in a tropical place? How many other people is doing that? Like me. Rambo Green Hands, Sylvia, Do It Yourself Homestead, Black's Tropical Homestead, Starduster 2, Deb Davis, Sunday Backyard Farmer. What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. The Hog Hunter. Let me see, Chocolate Melanin, everybody. Okay, tropicals are my favorite too, and I got a reason why tropicals are my favorite. Tropicals are my favorite because they seem to have the best healing qualities and the most medicinal qualities. TLC in the Garden in Ohio, woo, you got a lot of work to do. Sticking to local berries, ain't nothing wrong with that. In Vegas with water shortage and growing pineapple still. There you go. And I showed you how to make your own water, get you a dehumidifier, right? So this is what I ran into. Ooh, I wish I had my laptop I could show you. All the Black Tropical Homestead say so many benefits of these tropical plants. Listen, I know what the chances are of them surviving here is fairly low, okay? If it was on a school grading system, it would probably get like a D. You know what I'm saying? Of trying to grow something here tropical like this. But here's the deal. The medical benefits of like a sour sop and all of these cherimoyas and all of these oyas and stuff that y'all are trying to, sugar apple. I got a sugar apple over here. All of this stuff. Barbados cherry. the medicinal benefits of all of this stuff is amazing. And with medication and everything going up, prices going up, medication, everything else, we need to start trying to grow our own medicine. So that's what we've been doing, and it works. We're currently harvesting mangoes in Senegal. Okay, it works. Growing your own medicine. Grapefruit, your citrus, get your citrus because that's so medicinal. People, it's so good and it's so plentiful. People don't know how medicinal citrus is, from the lemon to the orange to the lime, all of it. You know, what's the one, the Buddha's hand and all of the citrons, man, super beneficial for us. So this is what I'm going to say. And this is coming from what, a little bit over 2 years of experience of this. Those greenhouses that we all get on Amazon and stuff like that, they work. They do work. It doesn't take much to punch a hole through them. It doesn't take much at all. I spent the last 2 years pulling little twigs out of that thing and patching it up. Pulling a twig out and patching it up. Now I do have it under a tree, so okay, I'm giving it a little head start. But if the wind blow hard enough and blow some of these palms around here, and it's going through there, and I pulled them out. So this is what I'm going to say. There's nothing wrong with those greenhouses if that's what you got. I promise you, there's nothing wrong with them. To me, I'm trying to stop doing things temporarily and start making investments in things that's going to last a lifetime, because we don't know how much time. Like, you can replace the cover on the greenhouse that I had, right? You can replace the cover, simple, easy, cheap. But with the supply chain as busted up as it is, we can't even get mangoes. So trying to replace that cover, you're gonna have to come up with some other ideas. So right now, Starduster 2, everybody go look at Starduster 2. She's my moderator here in the blue. Starduster 2 has a hard shell greenhouse. She has a hard shell real greenhouse. Starduster 2, I'm looking for you because I love your greenhouse so much that I just went and I'm looking at one right now, and I'm just about to pull the trigger on it. I just wanted to ask you some questions about it. Get you a good greenhouse and set it up right. Set it up. Say, I dreamed I had a goji berry plant, so now I want one. Go get one, extraordinaire. What you waiting for? Thank you for that, Black Tropical Homestead. My man Sunday in the house. Good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. So get you a good greenhouse. So here's my plan, God's Gift Gardener. Hey, God's Gift, how you doing? Here's my plan. Now I'm creating. Start that's the thing. Said thanks, bro, and lady here, many more. They anchor it and level it. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, how you doing? The recap. That's a long word, my friend. Good to see you here, though. How do I get her website? What are you looking for? I missed something. So here's the deal. I replace my cover every 2 years, shaking my head. The Texas heat, and then the winter beats it down, shaking my head, and the zippers always, listen, my zipper's been busting since day one. The zippers and the Velcro, because the Velcro gets dirt in it, and everybody know how that goes. All I can say is they work. And if that's what you need right now and that's what you can do, do it. But please in the future, keep your head on swivel and try to look for a more permanent solution. Because I'm going to tell you this. One day, if you come outside and that zipper has torn from the wind and letting all that cold air in your greenhouse, everything was ruined. So it was a couple times I had to go out there in my pajamas in the middle of the night because I saw that flap flapping. And everybody know with those greenhouses, you gonna need some duct tape. You gonna keep some duct tape on hand. Okay, so I'm looking into getting a permanent greenhouse. Now here's another thing too. I'm putting all of this tropical stuff in a place that I'm going to call Little Florida. We cleared out a spot in the yard that used to be the old chicken coop with all that fertile soil. That is now Little Florida, and that is where my greenhouse is going, right there. So I need to keep this stuff alive. It ain't that I want to. I really need to. I really need to keep this stuff alive because one thing, for instance, everybody been a little sick lately, right? Man, I got about 5 gallons, maybe 10 gallons of lemon juice that I pressure can, no, I water bath canned. What was that, y'all? Last year? Something like that. Last year, year before last, I water bath canned all that lemon juice. So now when we need lemon juice, I got fresh lemon juice, fresh from my own garden, and it still tastes like you just squeezed the lemon yesterday. Well, today. So I promise you, family, do your best to grow as much stuff as you can. So I'm gonna do one more of these suckers, and then I'm gonna let y'all get on out of here because I'm gonna leave these bigger plants, the sugar apple, the guava, and the star fruit. I'm gonna leave them in those big giant containers for now, but they're gonna have to get it going something bigger as well. How is my lemon tree this year? It's great. Let me see. Any tips for a patio garden? Yes, I have a video called Patio Gardening. If you go check out my video called Patio Gardening by me, you will see exactly how simple it is. Let me see. I bring my soursop and lemon trees in the house in the winter. You know, yeah, that works. That gets so old. That gets old. I used to grow dragon fruit like crazy. And Black Tropical Homestead they gave me some more. I stopped growing dragon fruit because bringing a cactus, because it's a cactus, in and it's anywhere, it's dangling out. If you look at my old videos, you'll see it. It's about 6 feet wide, linked over like this in all directions. So it's tearing my butt up trying to get it in and out of the house constantly. Every winter, I dreaded it. It was always the last thing I took out to put out for the season. It was the last thing I brought in the garage because I know it's gonna spank me. So that gets old real quick. So I need to come up with a better solution for longevity and for it to be permanent. You know, Starduster, I'm gonna call you because I want to know more information about that greenhouse you got because I'm about to do that myself. I can't keep going halfway, and I got so much work around here to do. I got so much work to do, y'all. It's like you ever been in a situation where you know it's good to finish a project, start a project, finish a project, right? Everybody knows it's good to do that. But what if the blessings just keep pouring in your hand every 5 seconds? Every 5 seconds is another blessing, another blessing, another blessing. It's like you don't want to turn it down. But oh my God, I'm out of time. So I'm going to have to make time and just clean up my whole yard, clean up my whole life. I need that one lady. What's that lady to be fix my life? What y'all tell me what that lady name is? Fix my life, somebody, whatever her name is. Cause I might have to give her a call. Let me see, I'm looking for that lady's name because I ain't even playing. Be like, man, Leanna? That don't sound like it. I doing patio planting is working for me. All right, congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, speaking of congratulations, I don't know who said it. I can't remember it at this very minute, but I'm telling you, you had me spitting out my coffee the other day after I read your comment when I was talking about the ex-girlfriend showing up to the wedding. When I was talking about the ex-girlfriend showing up to your wedding, right? Somebody said, and I said her mascara running, you know, she standing there with her, by the balloon. She got on the wedding dress, and somebody said, and singing congratulations. If y'all don't know that song, congratulations. I thought it would be me. Man, I literally laughed for the rest of the day. Ayana, that's the one I'm talking about. Save My Life, Ayana. That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. Vesta. I couldn't think of that name. Congratulations. Man, I went so hard with that. I'm telling you one other thing too that I didn't say because I was like, oh, YouTube go give me. Like still holding the frozen puppy that you got her when y'all was in high school. Like, why is that puppy still little? And why ain't it moving? When you broke up with her, she killed the puppy and put it in the freezer, hung on to it. It was too macabre. And I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't say that. And I still shouldn't have said it. But man, I've been laughing about that for the last few days. So, damn it. If you can't laugh, man, you already doomed. If you ain't got time to smile, you might as well wrap it up. Cause this world's so rough and evil right now, man. You got to be able to laugh at other people and laugh at yourself. So okay, I got two miracle fruits done. I got two miracle fruits right here, and I'm gonna water it in. Let me. This is for my water saving friend. I just watered the plant, so they don't have no heart attack. They don't have no heart attack about me wasting water. So I'm gonna set that over to the side. I'm gonna do one more. And we gonna keep it rocking, which will be now this Tarocco, no, Minneola Tangelo Honeybell Dwarf. So we gonna plant that next. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out. Let's look at that root system. It's looking nice. Congrats. Congratulations. Oh my God. That's freaking hilarious. See, it's people with sense of humor like me, man. Cause when I sit down, if anybody ever met me in person, man, look, I just like to sit down and have a good time, man. You know, I can hang out with people, man, just loosen up, and we can just chop it up real quick. Just this world is everything is too serious. Everything is too dangerous right now. Too fast, too furious. That ain't me. That ain't me at all. All right. Oh, maybe y'all should be seeing this, huh? All of this stuff is going in Little Florida temporarily until my greenhouse comes. So I'm trying to make major moves so I can get everything taken care of. Because by fall, I want everything back to normal. My land cleaned up. I'm going to open my garden back up. This is all the stuff I've been waiting on to have done. So that might be a little low. Yeah, a little too low. I wanted to have room to grow, but at the same time, I don't want it. Now, and remove any soil off the top of that. You don't want to go over the top. Let your roots show. There it is. There it is, family. We got 2 Tangelos, and we got 2 Miracle Fruit. Now I still got to do these sour sop. I got to do these 2 guava, and I got one more of them plants like that somewhere. I don't know. So let's chop it up. Any questions? We gonna roll up out of here. So y'all ain't gotta sit and watch me do this all doggone day. And plus this bucket is tearing these cheeks, tearing these cheeks, pulling them like pulled pork. Boy, this bucket is pulling them cheeks like pulled pork, boy. Okay. Any questions before we go, y'all? Where did you get your greenhouse from? And info on it. Which greenhouse you talking about? The one that I have on the way, or the one that we just took down? What type of fruit should a newbie start with? That's what do you like to eat? What do you like to eat? That's what you should start with. Don't just be planting stuff because you ain't got nothing better to do. You'll be sad in the long run. Andale said we don't mind sitting with you. Thank you, Andale. I don't mind sitting with you either. Where did you get the miracle fruit tree? I got the miracle fruit tree down at a nursery called Luca's, and it's not Orlando. It's like Orlando, but it's like a little subsidy of Orlando. So it's in another. Just look up Luca's Nursery. Lukas. See, I put the egg in my lemon tree. Do I mulch the top? Angela, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. That's like I put the lime in the coconut. Do I drink it all up? I don't know what you just told me. Now, I would love for you to explain that to me a little a little better, because that you should have seen how that came across to me. I put an egg in my plant. Now what? Say, right, we don't mind citrus. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Yeah, so eggshells. My grandma does that. Is your plant in? I think I know what you're talking about now. Is your plant in the ground, or is your plant in a pot? Homestead in the Hood say, at your recommendation, I purchased a pawpaw trees to grow something that tastes like mangoes here in the north. Guess what? I got my mango now is about at least 5 feet tall now. I had bought not a mango, my pawpaw tree, and I never show them because they take a long time to grow, but they doing so good. I'm gonna have to show y'all that. Thank you, Swampies. See, I can't imagine how much fun you're having looking forward to the next Florida adventure. Well, hang on to your hat, because listen, the leads are still on the loose. I'm going to tell you that. We're still on the loose. And when we're going to start announcing it, which is, we going back and forth with that. We'll let people know when we get to certain places, to keep out the nut jobs. So, okay, see, got him, got one right there. What is the cheapest, easiest drill I can buy to put holes in the bottom? I can tell you now, that's one I can answer. This cheap Ryobi drill. They cheap, they at Home Depot. I'll put them down in the link below. Super cheap. And I've had this one oh my God, 10 years. It's tore up. And I got about 3 of them. Because they work great. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Ryobi. I just don't. I don't care what nobody say about them. If you work construction, I've seen construction workers work on my house professionally with one of these in their tool belt. That says something. The big shots got dewalled and all of that stuff and rigid. I see a lot of brothers with this, and I'm gonna tell you why. because those other ones are so expensive. If this works just as good as a $500 drill, why wouldn't you pay 70 bucks for a drill, 60 bucks for a drill? It's going to make you the same amount of money. And if you're not in construction, why would you go and pay all that money for a tool that you'll use once or twice anyways? The tools I know I'm going to use once or twice, I just go to Harbor Freight and get that stuff anyway. Salad, as my meal says, my Ryobi has served me well for over 10 years. I'm telling you, it has never let me down. Never. And I've been through some serious tools in my days. Tamika said, I have Ryobi products too. Ain't nothing wrong with all the big shots, the big names, but if you ain't in construction, you ain't constantly drilling, hammering, pumping, drilling, why would you do it? It's like going out and buying a NASCAR. You ain't in no race. You know, what's you ain't racing without going to prison. Stardust say, I love mine. Love knows my Black & Decker is over 20 years old. Black & Decker. See, that's another one. Can you put eggshells in a potted plant soil? Yes, I do it all the time. If the soil doesn't have worms in it, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can put them in whether they got them in there or they don't. Turn your little pot into like a little composting bin, basically. Let me see. It's plastic, all you need is a knife. Let me see. My dog peed on my green bean plant, and in a week it was dead. Crazy. I believe. Oh, man, that's KY. What's up, man? Man, I went over there, checked out your channel, brother. Man, yeah, you had me there for a minute. I said, let me see who this cat is. Man, it's good to see you. Good to meet you, bro. Good to meet you. Sunday Backyard Farmer say, I'm a Milwaukee guy myself, but that's because I own a shop. So I use the, now see, like I say, if you own a shop, you work in construction, you fixing, you an auto mechanic in any form, way of fashion, that's your profession. Oh yeah, spend the money. Cause those drills never stop turning, you know? Those air compressors never stop pumping. But if you just doing some stuff around the house, every blue moon, you know, in Arizona on a job. I saw you today talking about some using the Mojave Desert. Whew. You gave a good point. And I'm gonna tell you, your video sparked a video. So before I do a video, I'm gonna post your video because I wanna elaborate on that. Talana Davis Baker said, I've been watching since the fall 21 and I've started my first garden planting for chickens next spring. I have a bee suit and waiting for my bees, first beehive to arrive. Okay. All right, Talana. You on top of your game. Congratulations. But you know what? You got to give your own self a pat on the back because that's the hardest part is just starting. That's the hardest part. So I'm going to let y'all go because I'm going to hurry up and it looked like it's getting cloudy again. I'm going to hurry up and plant this stuff. Oh, I forgot to show y'all all the rest of this stuff. My coffee. What we in, 73 minutes? Oh, 73 minutes. I have to, I did grow stevia last season, but I haven't grown none this year because of everything I got going on. I got to show y'all one last time. It's one other plant we're going to plant before we leave. It's been in this long. We're going for a straight 90 because it's two things I got to plant. I got to plant that velvet apple. I got to plant that velvet apple right now. And I got to plant, no, and I got to show you the coffee. Hold on. Just hold on with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Oh, how did I forget this sweet thing? How did I forget this? Because, see, I got stuff all up on my front porch, y'all. I got the Barbados cherry over here. I got to show y'all this coffee. This coffee looks so doggone good. Oh, I forgot about the tea plants. Damn. I got tea plants. I'm going to put them in the ground, though. I'm gonna put this tea in the ground. I'm gonna put this papaya in the ground. I'm gonna put these tea plants in the ground. Man, y'all, I'm clowning. I'm clowning for real. I gotta show y'all this though. I'm telling you, this right here make you pee your pantaloons once you see this. Oh man, this coffee, this coffee is one of my biggest scores. I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. I can't get out of here without showing y'all these babies. We talked about them real quick briefly the other day. Y'all know what a papaya is. This is going right in the ground. Cause these grow so fast, that's gonna give me fruit this year. But this is the velvet apple that I'm in love with. I've been doing research on this. I've been doing research on a velvet apple. And it's supposed to be closely related to the persimmon, to the Asian Fuyu persimmon. And it's supposed to be hardy and be able to live here where I am. So somebody said, you're killing me with the coffee and tea. You already know. Who said that? TLC in the garden. You already know. So if you don't know anything about the velvet apple, that just sounds delicious. They say it's as sweet as a persimmon. It looks like a peach. Come on, family. That just sounds beautiful. So what I'm going to do, can that velvet apple grow in MA? Never heard of it. I don't know. You may have to do a little more research. If you see if you can grow a persimmon in I think that's Massachusetts. See if you can grow a persimmon, an Asian persimmon there, and then see if you can grow this. Look how black that trunk is. That trunk is literally black, just like the persimmon roots. I'm just so blown away by this thing. I don't know what it is. Y'all know I love my persimmons. Salad as a Meal says, lost my coffee plant in Texas freeze, but my tea plants are doing well. Stardust will say, find what grows native in your area before trying to buy plants that don't grow naturally in your area. Amen to that. You will save yourself a lot of money and heartache. That does sound amazing. I'm going to have to do some research on that velvet apple. I've been wanting an apple tree. This ain't an apple tree. This ain't an apple tree. This is some other kind of really tropical fruit that I'm putting in a bucket right now. I'm sorry, Mr. Apple. Okay, we're going to get that cracking immediately. As T.I. would say. All right, we're going to do this one more time with the velvet apple. Now, for some reason, I feel nervous. I'm kind of scared to, I don't want to mess it up, you know? So it's in the same kind of pot as everything else is. Oh, I didn't show y'all my coffee. Look at that boy. Look at that. Oh my God, look at this sucker. Look how big. I told you this coffee plant is huge. I'm a wide dude. I'm a wide dude. This is how big this coffee plant is. It's so beautiful. I don't even care if something jump out and give me a kiss. Look at that. That boy's so thick. Look at there. Man, that's beautiful. This is I'm gonna see if it even has a specific, it don't. It just say coffee Arabica beans. Coffee Arabica plant. Blooms, products of coffee berry. Shade and indoor. And I got it in just the opposite and it's doing great. Look at that. Can you imagine? Now, here's the other thing. You can propagate this all day long. I don't know, y'all can't see it. See all them trunks? I can propagate this all day long and have a bunch more plants. Y'all know how much I love coffee. I'll probably split this up and have me a whole coffee row. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm talking crazy now. Making my own coffee like Sage Marie. So, okay, I'm going to get this velvet apple planted right now. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Then we're going to get out of here. For real this time. I was like, I might as well, I might as well, y'all. We just gardening. Y'all know how it is. We get to gardening, we get to talking, getting dirty. This is part of the game. If you're a new gardener, this is part of the game. So you ain't looking no different than the rest of us. Look at that. It got some kind of little jelly beans in it, little fertilizer beans. Put the rest of them in there. So look at those black roots. Look at those black roots. Black to our roots homestead instead of back to our roots. Back to our roots, that was a shout out to you. Back to our roots homestead, we got blacks to our roots. All right. I'm going to loosen this up a little bit. Oh, nope, no, I'm not. It's not established. That's not established at all. As a matter of fact, let's give it a little bit more soil. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Perfect. That is perfect. That is perfect. Now, all of this stuff is going to do very well. This came from Luca's Nursery, and I'm giving Luca's Nursery soil right back to it. So, I pray it does good because I really, this one I'm going to protect with everything. I need to see how this turns out. Much as I love persimmons, I'm not going to let nothing happen to this one right here. And I mean that. Okay. Now, oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that outcome. Okay, for my person, my water conservation engineer. No, really, I'm gonna go ahead and water that all the way in. I don't want nothing to happen to this tree. Nothing. I'm gonna do more research and make sure it gets everything that it needs to survive because I think I got a winner on my hands here. It was something that drew me to this tree. I didn't know nothing about it. But out of all the trees I saw about 50 different tropical fruit trees. This was one of the ones where it kept intriguing me, especially when I read it and it said it's in a persimmon family and it got these black roots and the taste and the size and the look of the fruit. This will be excellent on my land. So that'll be something real interesting to see. So, okay. I want to give it more water than this, but it's not right now. Because it's about to rain. That's why I'm not watering everything hard. I'm not watering everything hard yet, y'all, because it's about to rain again. It's getting dark. Wait. It's raining right now. I can hear it. So, that sugar apple right there, that is going to be on the one right there. I got 2 buckets left and 1 bag of soil left. We got 83 minutes. We in 83 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead, bust it up, and get one of these sour sop in. That's what I'm going to do. Get this sour sop. Put it to bed. Let's smoke this pot. Who with me? We going to go an hour and a half. We about to be done. We only got 7 minutes left. Let's go ahead and smoke these other 2 pots real quick. Right? Here's a strawberry guava. Came from Lowe's. A little dried out, a little root bound. But this gonna help it. Yeah, this gonna help it a lot. Make a little mound in there so I ain't gotta keep on fumbling around with it. Family, it's this simple to get your garden started. If you growing in containers, I've been growing in containers forever. And it's not as hard as people make it out to be. I promise it ain't. If you look around YouTube alone, you can see all of the success stories from every other gardener that's growing in containers. It's almost foolproof, really. It's a couple of setbacks like watering, but you can get some slow release water, some trickle waterers, and set it up some kind of way or have a schedule to water it. But other than that, and it will hold back on the full growth of the thing. But for the most part, this is good for patios, apartments, and small spaces. You know, you ain't got no land. Man, get that stuff in some pots. Go on, smoke a few pots. Boom. That's it right there. Water him in real good. That's one sour sop. I'm going to leave them labels on until I make some more. And all these bags. Let me get this stuff put away, y'all. So, this is what we going to do. Oh, I'm looking for the other bucket. I'm sitting on it. Okay. We about done. Cleaned up my mess. I don't want to come out here screaming at me. Y'all know how I can get. All right. So, any last minute questions before we roll up out of here? Look, we done knocked them out. Smoke half of them pots right there. We done bust them up. Let me, hold on one second, because we going to go in here. Hold on. We going to do this. I will show y'all all of these beautiful, beautiful plants. Hang tight. That's what we going to do. Oh, it smells delicious in here. Okay. Thank you, honey. I'm live. I said I'm live, so don't come in here with your fancy stuff on. All right. There we go. So, any questions before we go, y'all? We still got a few seconds left. It's about to, yeah, it started raining a little bit. It's hard work, but worth it. Yes, it is, Crafty Mom. Let me see. Thank you. Hey, Fresh and Sassy. Thank you, too. Yes, Be Rich. Yes, definitely. Do you have any books you'd recommend off top? You mean gardening books? No. No. You know why I don't? Because you're going to read for hours about everything that I just done. What's her name? Echo, turn on fan light.
Okay.
I did not tell her to turn on TV. There we go. You're going to read for hours about everything I just showed you. When I say it's that simple, it's that simple. I'm going to tell you this is what you do. While you're looking for books, go get some seeds and plant them. Go get some seeds and plant them, okay? While you're sitting around waiting on what books to read and you can't find any or you don't know of any right offhand, go get some seeds. I'm going to show you something else too that's a good idea. If you don't have money to be wasting on seeds, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you something that you can do if you don't know how to put them seeds to bed, okay? And you don't want to waste no money doing it. You don't want to waste no money doing it. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Watch this. Hold tight. I'm going to make it easy and free for you. How you doing? Sure looking like a little pumpkin. Yeah, I can't take my eyes off that pumpkin. I forgot I got this microphone on. Y'all ain't heard nothing. Now, this Black's Tropical Homestead, this is that Sun Gold. I told you this is my mess right here. Black's Tropical Homestead. This is that Sun Gold. Hold honeydew melon. Y'all didn't hear none of that. Just act like you did. Act like that wasn't heard. We gonna just leave that alone. We ain't talking about no pumpkins. We growing pumpkins. Sun Gold Honeydew Melon. I just took that sticker off and I shouldn't have. Let me tell you how much I love this. You see, I'm gonna tell you how much I love this. Just crunk that boy open like that. Give him like a Luke dancer and pop him, pop him open like that. Look, I'm gonna show you. You see that right there? You see this? Gently, like Melvin Riley. Scrape that out of there and dump it into the other one. Gently scrape that out of there. Oh, you can't see nothing. Just scrape this out a little bit. It's not that serious. You can't afford no seeds. You don't know where to get them from. I'm telling you right now, this is where you get it from. You go to the produce section, right? Go to the produce section. Say, wow, that's a mess. It's a mess. This is the best mess you'll ever make. Somebody said, wow, that's a mess. This is the best mess you'll ever make. And I'm going to show you why. With one melon of any kind, watermelon, honeydew, cantaloupe, or tomato, potato, tomato, whatever you want, you can duplicate it just like this. Let me show you something. First, I got to taste this bad boy. Woo. If you ain't had no Sun Gold honeydew, I love honeydew. This make a honeydew taste like crap. It got us, oh my God. And it's warm too. It got a sweeter, y'all know what a honeydew tastes like, right? This got a sweeter, citrusy, creamy taste to it. It's not a creamy texture. It tastes like it's orange creamsicle kind of. This does not have that funky melon taste like a cantaloupe or something. It don't got that musty funk, you know, to make you when you go to buy the a cantaloupe, you do this. But every time you go back in, it's like it. You can't stand to smell that. Sun Gold Honeydew Melon. That's that boy right there. Now my point is this. This is my point. That's my breakfast. Here's my point. This paper towel is full of those seeds. Here's more seeds from another melon. And all I'm doing is keep collecting these melons. You mark the date, put the name of it on there, where you got it from. You just started your own garden and you didn't even spend no money. You spent money to eat that melon for the day or for your backyard barbecue. You keep them seeds. Tell them kids like I do at my house. When my family's over here, we barbecuing or something. If we got watermelons and stuff out there, spit that stuff over here in this bucket. Put that rind over there in that bucket. The rinds will feed your chickens. The rinds feed your rabbits. The seeds can go back in the garden. Don't throw this stuff away. This is what you about to go to the store and pay a fortune for. And they only going to give you about 4 of them. Right? This is what you want. So for my friend that don't know quite how to get started, I just showed you. You ain't got to go run out getting 100 books or nothing. What I just gave you was so much gain. You could take that to your grandkids. It'll work 1,000 years from now. If we around. What I just told you is the same thing they was doing thousands of years ago. I promise. No different. Wasn't no weird scientists and stuff out there messing with seeds. No, nobody wasted anything. How do you clean the seeds to dry? Oh, that's a perfect. Let me show you how I do it. Okay, I ain't gonna be able to perform it fully, but let me show you the easiest way because I got it out still because I just did one last night. Get you a colander, a cheap colander, a little strainer, and this is what I do. I'm not gonna do it this minute, but all the guts, I just not the rind, but the seeds with the gut meat on it, right? I'm gonna pick it up and show you. This, I would just drop that down in there, and you get a bowl. Now, here's something else we need to talk about. Get a bowl of, I don't know, purified water, whatever kind of water. People about to get into that. I don't like using tap water, and I'm gonna tell you why. You ever try to work with your seeds and none of them seem to be germinating? Well, maybe that was one of those times of the year where y'all had some flooding or something, and they tell you don't drink the water for a while, boil your water. Next thing you know, for the next 30 to 90 days, your whole neighborhood water smells like Clorox, right? I think that also helps sterilize the seeds. When we doing some of this stuff, if you having slow growth in your potted plants and stuff, keep using that tap water. I think I listen, okay. I'm just giving my opinion right now. I'm not giving no facts. I'm just lightweight scientifically observing. And what I've noticed is that tap water seems to hold up the growth on a lot of things. So I don't clean my seeds with tap water. Go get you some purified water, Berkey water, bottled water, I don't care where you get it. And just set it in another bowl and set this down in there and just swish them around. It'll instantly start separating. Look, I can pick this whole thing of seeds up right now, right? I can instantly just swish it around in that bowl of water and then lift it up and let all the water come out, and it'll separate itself from the melon meat. I'm gonna use melon meat for my man, the regular gun guy. He be talking about his hand meat. Regular gun guy was talking about he was pinching his hand meat. So we gonna say that's the melon meat to come right off. No, we ain't gonna call it the pulp. We gonna call it the melon meat in honor of a regular gun guy. So that's how I do it, and then it's easy to separate. Once it's in the water, it's easy to separate that meat. That meat come right off. You shake the seeds off, and then you swish it around, and then go put them on a paper towel. Matter of fact, here's the actual paper plate that I was using to put the seeds in the paper towel on. So the ones that you can see right now, I just did that literally about 11 o'clock last night. It takes maybe 15 minutes to do all of that, but boy, is it worth it. I had to show you that because I still had stuff out from doing that. So any questions before we roll up out of here? I said that like 4 hours ago. Or you can use a washcloth. It don't matter. It's up to you. That family, if you have not had a Sun Gold honeydew, that's your homework. They sell them everywhere. Out of all these years, I wish my dad was alive. As much as he loved melons, in every sense of the word, as much as my father loved melons, this would have been his favorite. He loved cantaloupe and honeydew. If you would have ever, I hope he can taste it through me. Family, this has become my all-time favorite melon. That Sun Gold or Sun Kiss Honeydew that's that boy right there. That's that boy. I'm telling you, you will find yourself peeing a lot because you done ate almost the whole doggone melon. You gonna have to force yourself to put that boy down. Yeah, yo, you caught that first assassin. My father was a melon man. So, any questions? That's right, Starduster. Never give up on trying. Saying keep trying, keep trying. Ain't nobody professionals. I told you that boy right there. Say nope, I ate the entire thing. Man, you saw I caught that, Melissa. Oh, guess what? I just thought of something that ruined everything. I shouldn't even be eating this online. After that verses everybody was telling me about. Let me go and eat this like a grown ass man. Who saw that? I don't even watch verses. I got tired of hearing about it. Huh? I got tired of hearing about verses. I said, what is going on with this verses in this watermelon thing? I don't know. Babe, have I ever sat and watched a verses? The boys to be singing back and forth. I don't get into that. Let me tell you something. I got tired of hearing about it. I was like, I better check this out. This might be something that can hurt me. Talking about the watermelon was going, the boy was doing something bad with the watermelon. I need to see what's going on with the watermelon. I want to make sure I don't buy that watermelon or those seeds. He ruined it for everybody. Thought he had a little bit more sense than that. Stupid. So, if y'all know what I'm talking about, like I said, I looked it up because I got tired of hearing about it. I need to know. I'm a person, if I keep hearing something, I don't like stuff going over my head. So I go and look it up, I need to be informed. Is this something I need to keep on, doing research on? Or is this something I need to write my local congressman and tell them, man, I signed a petition to make this stop. That's what I'm about to do. So, I'm going to finish that. So anything else, anybody, before I get up out of here? We've been on here for like 4 days. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it to y'all then. So what's up with the melons? Go look for it. Go check it out. Go check it out yourself. What is it? Is it something I need to know? Go Google it. I'm telling you now. You go Google that melon and verses. Go if you ain't in the mood to be disgusted, or if you ain't in the mood for some bullshit, just don't go look. If you ain't in the mood for that bullshit, just don't go look. So I'm sorry I looked. I just wanted to make sure this wasn't another like apocalyptic warning because everybody made it. So you know what I'm saying? Constantly. I got tired of hearing about it. So I was like, man, I better go see what's going on, man, because this sound like, everybody made it like it was about to be another shooting or something. Man, I went and seen that to make sure. Okay. Because everybody was boosting it up like that. I mean, keeping the leaves green on the fruit tree citrus. Sam Riley, what was your question? Sammy, baby. What was your question? It said, what's the key to keeping citrus fruit green. Keeping citrus fruit green. Let me go back to that. Keeping the leaves green on citrus trees. You have some sort of deficiency. You have a nutritional deficiency if your leaves aren't green on your fruit tree. If they're really, really, really light green, they need nitrogen right out the gate. Right out the gate. So you need to get on citrus. Hit them with some nitrogen first, and then give them the rest of the goodies right behind it. All right, nitrogen right out the bat. If them leaves is light green, right, that's the first thing you go for, and then everything else after that. Cause that if they ain't green, that mean they about to be dropping off, and if you can't get no photosynthesis, you ain't gonna get no fruit. Yeah, chicken poop is the best. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here because I'm gonna get out of here, yo. Uh, that's enough questions. What do you do for blossom end rot on tomatoes? Oh, and Dale, that's perfect. Blossom end rot. I promise you this. Go get a Tums. Yes, Tums. One tablet and a 5-gallon bucket of water. Go ahead, put 2 in. You can't overdo it. Put 2. You can do Epsom salt, but I'm telling you, this works wonderful for me. I've never done that Epsom salt one. 1 or 2 Tums. Go water all your tomato plants. Watch what happens. They need calcium. Calcium deficiency. Everybody to keep getting, whether it's on your cucumbers, squash, all of your melons, tomatoes, all of that stuff get bloom and rot. Calcium deficiency. Or go out there and just ground up some. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Ground up some eggshells. I wouldn't use my blender. Okay, this is what I would say. Go to the Goodwill or something like that and buy you a blender or what do you call it? To chop stuff up, or a coffee grinder. If you can find something like this, like super cheap, and only use it for grounding up stuff like into a fine powder, that's what I would do. Grind that stuff up because that's going to give it an instant shock of potassium. And it's going to be straight off something that you cooked earlier today. What about when the fruit is falling off as a baby? It depends on what kind of tree you're talking about, what kind of plant you're talking about. It could be a billion different things. If you're talking about citrus, your tree just ain't ready to hold that fruit yet. And a lot of people get frustrated when their fruit tree keep dropping fruit because we're trying to have baby trees do grown tree things. That's our expectation. That's like you, the same as you trying to have your child run your household. Imagine that. Go to work for 16 hours, come home, feed the rest of your family. This is a child now. Let's just say this is an 11-year-old kid. Go to work all day, get fussed out by the boss, which is the son. Okay, get fussed out by the boss, come back in here. Now you got to feed your whole family. You got to provide for them. You got to do this, and you ain't had no sleep. That's what you're trying to make your baby plant do. You're trying to make your baby plant do grown plant things. No matter whether it's a human or a plant, it's no different. What we have to do is be patient. Just like with your kids, right? Hey, he always running them streets. Boy, he get on my nerve, man. I wish he'd straighten up, fly right? And then what do the mama always say? Give him time. Give him time, honey. He'll be all right. He's a good boy. Hey, man, got time for all that. He ain't got no job. He ain't doing nothing. He'll be okay. We gotta be, we gotta be patient, just like we is with our kids. You gotta have that same patience for your garden. If you don't nurture your garden, just like if that child is not guided properly, it's gonna run them streets. It's gonna run amok. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. Ain't no different in your garden. If you don't take care of your garden, it's gonna be a mess. I got a mess out there. I got a hoodlum. My garden is a hoodlum right now. Starduster 2 says vinegar helps with acid loving plants, but not just them. Research, research, research. Amen. Hey, Game Nerd Mom. Said love knows that part is super smart. Never thought to do that. I missed something. Dry powder milk mixed with water. That's a good one. That's a good one. A little smelly, but that's a good one. So what do I do? Lots of flowers and baby oranges, but they fell off. Crafty Mom, your tree is not ready. T Main says, do you know when you're going to have large size grow your own eat your own t-shirts? Um Email me at leadfarmer73 at yahoo.com so I can get your specific size. Email me at leadfarmer73 at yahoo.com. Okay? It's so simple, Crafty Mom. It really is. You just gotta have some patience. You gotta make sure. Here's another thing. Those citrus trees are hogs. They're like bananas. They're hogs. Keep feeding them, stuff them, fertilize them constantly with natural fertilizer, mind you. Stuff them boys because they eat a lot. Citrus and bananas are some of the most nutrient starving plants that I know of. I know it's a lot of them. I'm talking about what I've dealt with. Bananas, like elephant ears, taro root, anything like that. Angel trumpets and citrus. They need as much fertilizer as you can afford to give them. You gotta keep putting it on top of them, or they gonna always struggle. Those are some that's really hard to over fertilize, and that's just from my own experience too. Okay. Thank you, Sandy. So you inspired me. I have a kumquat seed germinating in a little orphan. Did I read that right? Orphan from TSC Tractor Supply. They told me just take it home. There you go. Go for it. That's right, Allie. Hungry, hungry hippos. All of them plants is hungry, hungry hippos. You just never stop feeding them. Just never stop. Not even in the winter. Not even in the winter. All of those I feed all year round. Let me see. What about grapes? Do you have to feed them a lot as well? Um, no, that's something completely different. You should just feed your grapes like recommended, and it depends on what kind of grapes you have too. Are they muscadines? Are they European grapes? See, I hit my angel trumpet with triple 13. The leaves get so dark and green and blooms everywhere. Now, see, that's one where you can use a chemical fertilizer, cause you ain't gonna eat nothing on that angel trumpet, but you also kind of don't want to mess up your soil with that stuff. If it's in a container, But yeah, how do you clean the mango seed? I cut some of the fuzz, but not all, and let it dry. Okay, that's a good one. I'm gonna tell you, there is no cleaning the seed. Don't even try to clean the seed. Once you ate the mango, I can show you better than I can tell you. Hold on. I hope y'all can still hear me. Too bad, because I just had I just cleaned my last mango the other day. And I'm gonna show you exactly what you should be looking for. Okay. Here we go. I got several, but I'm trying to show you one that's really coming along. Okay. You don't clean the mango. You don't try to scrape the rest of the fuzz off the hull. What you're seeing on that mango seed, that's not the seed. That's the shell, like a peach pit. That's just like the peach pit. So what you have to do, carefully, carefully take a knife or a fork or something and turn that seed on its side and look at my fingers. You have to go between there and open it up. The real seed is inside that husk. And this is what the real seed looks like. The real seed actually looks like a lima bean. I'm gonna show you. That husk is just to protect. Yeah, some scissors or something. That husk is just to protect the actual seed itself. Now I got it in a napkin, and I'm about to grow this mango seed. So I'm gonna destroy this just for you. I bet you it's already growing. Look, that sucker already growing too. Look, see that? This is what the seed looks like inside of that husk, like a big old lima bean. Okay? Now, inside there, all you do is wrap that, which I didn't disturb it, wrap that with a wet napkin and put it in a sandwich bag and wait a few days. Y'all know I just got today. Let me think. Today will make 7 days that I've been home from Florida. So this just happened in less than 7 days. Less than 7 days. That's the new mango coming out right there. So all I'm going to do is put him back inside, wrap him back up, and put him back in his bag. I just showed you how to start one, and I showed you what the actual mango seed looks like. That thing that you are looking at with the fuzz on it, that's nothing. That's just the shell protecting the real jewel right here. That's the real diamond right there. Okay? So, let me see. Okay, let me get that moist napkin and plastic bag for a few days then. Okay, Allie, I got you. Black Tropical Homes there say, let it root good and then stick it halfway in the dirt without sun. You know what? I always just stick that mug in the dirt and just put it in the window in full sun and every time. Everything fresh and sad said, oh, so I need to remove the seed from the shell when with the peaches too. Where did I do with that peach pit? I just literally, I can show you better than I can tell you. You hear all this stuff I'm eating. Y'all hear all this fruit and vegetables. She got me eating right. So I ain't about to eat no peach. I ain't about to eat no peach on camera, fresh and sassy. I think we done seen enough. But I will just remove this seed. I will remove this seed here. I got a peach here, and it's so ripe. I'm not gonna do nothing with this. I eat it off camera or something, cause y'all know I gotta taste that boy. Okay, get that seed out of there. This is not the peach seed. This is not the peach seed. This is the actual husk, just like on the mango. This is how I used to get peach seeds out, because I grew a lot of peach trees from seed. I would take a pair of vice grips, turn the seed on its side, clamp it down like this with some vice grips and pop it. Set your vice grips to a certain where when it closes, it only goes so far because you don't want to crunch the seed. Or you can go to Harbor Freight, Home Depot, anywhere, and get one of those cheap vices that they use in construction and crafts, and just keep cranking it until this nut pop. Keep cranking it until the nut pop, and then the seed is probably going to shoot across the room, and you go ahead and plant that. But this is not the actual seed. This is the husk. The real seed inside looks exactly like an almond. It looks identical to an almond. Do not eat this one though, because this one is said to be poisonous. So inside of there, you know you got the real thing, because a peach seed looks just like a almond. Okay, and then the rest of this you can toss into the compost. So a lot of people is growing peach trees from seeds. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Most of the time, I keep hearing people they win, they plant a seed, and it came true to the mother. So this is one of those ones where it actually do come. It's your chances of getting what you're eating is fairly good. Do you always get fruit from all seeds plant fruit? No. No, you don't. And usually with certain things, it even take longer. Certain fruit. So is it worth it? Yeah. Especially these days. You better save all your seeds. That's why I was looking for that peach seed in there. She probably moved it. We ain't throwing no seeds away right now. You can't even find no freaking plants. You can't find no trees. This is July. There should be fruit trees everywhere in my state. Can you do the nectarine seed the same way? The nectarine is a peach. All a nectarine is a fuzzless peach. Yes, you can do it exactly the same. It's just another variant of a peach. You're welcome, everything fresh and sassy. Allie said, yep, you're gonna save them seeds looking for that date seed. Lady Lead got a couple of dates out there too. Stardust too. Great live, Lead. Much love and abundance to you all. Take care. You go ahead now. Thank you, Precious SoCal Gardner. Great information. Thank you for that. How big does a lemon tree have to be before air layer? You need room to work. That's all I can say. You need room to work. If you're trying to do this, don't do it. If it, I'm gonna say this: if you have to ask how big does it have to be, you probably should leave it alone. Because when your tree is just ginormous and you got to cut off these branches anyway, you gonna go for it. If you got to be like, is this tall? But can I just let it grow first? Said most mangoes are true to seed. That's what I keep hearing too. Mangoes, avocados, and there's something else. Oh, I heard soursop. I'm doing all this research on soursop, right? And the cherimoyas and sugar apples and all that. They keep saying that they don't even graft them. That is a seedling. Is this true? Anybody know? You're welcome, Cindy's World. Is this true? Thank you so much, Allie. If anybody know, because the research that I'm getting, everybody is saying sour sop, sugar, apples, all this stuff is straight from seed. If that's the case, man, that's incredible. Sour sop is so expensive fruit. Yeah, because if you look at what it does and the health benefits from it, you will see why. Say polyembryonic mango seeds can have true to mother seeds. That's what I've heard. Dan Permaculture Food Forest. Go to his channel. He tell you the same thing. When it got two of the little things like twins coming out, that's it. The house I bought came with the Meyer lemon tree, but the fruit is bitter. I I don't understand. It's a lemon, right? What do you mean? What do you mean? See, that's maybe a personal taste bud thing. It's not going to taste sweet as an orange necessarily. I've had some come close, but you know. Say I grow soursop from seed. Do you think it's too late in the season to do air layers? I'm in Florida. Absolutely not. Do as many as you can right now. KY say, is it true about putting a dead fish in your plant to feed it? That is one of the most truest statements of all. Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now, KY. I put all kind of dead animals under my trees. When I see squirrels in the street, pick them up, plant them. Turtles, pick them up, plant them. Frogs, pick them up, plant them. Fish that and dead fish and stuff out there on my lake, pick them up, plant them. That's yes. This it can't be further from the no. That's the wrong saying. Yes, it's absolutely true. Absolutely. The whole thing about the natives doing it, yes, and it works. It works. Try to eat. can't can't let that go bad. Game nerds say might be underripe if it's bitter. Yeah, what color is it? Because it should. You want to the sweetest Meyer lemon gonna be all the way orange. Trust me on that. It literally ain't gonna be a hue of orange or a dark orangish yellow. If you let a Meyer lemon get orange, you're gonna be waiting for a while, but that's gonna be the sweetest you'll ever taste it. I thought the Meyer lemon was sweeter than regular lemons. It is, but it depends on if you don't know when to pick them, you won't know. If you don't know when to pick them, Game Nerd Mom even said if you picked it too early, it's gonna taste like the rind, but they ain't gonna be sweet. Your definition of sweet, if you're looking for something where you think it's gonna taste like a red navel orange or something, it ain't gonna do that. Black Tropical Homestead said we just got gold melon yesterday. Bobby saw your comment and went straight to the store. Man, look here. I done already beat this one up. I done beat this boy up just sitting here. So you got me back on that. I ain't gonna be worth nothing later. I'll be putting fish in when I report Tuesday. And you don't gotta go killing stuff just to be putting it in the ground, you know. You find a fish on by the creek, go and grab him, put him in a bucket. And if you wanna activate, I'm gonna tell you something. I did a couple times, but it was kind of gross. I need to do it a better way. If you find a fish, if you do not want raccoons, possums, and every other creature in the neighborhood digging that fish up and ruining the roots of your tree or your plant or your garden, because they will come out there and dig that up like they just dug up Count Dracula. Grind that fish up. I put, those paint mixing stirs when you trying to stir in a 5-gallon bucket, those real industrial ones. I put that in drill that churn that fish water up. And I'm right, somebody just said it. I made my own fish emulsion. Pour that into the tree, around the tree. Ain't nothing there left for the animal to dig up. They'll just keep sniffing around, but they won't go to digging. Siobhan says blood, bone meal, fish emulsions. Yes. If you can make it yourself, it is very possible. It's a little macabre, but it's possible. I told my family what happens when the grocery stores run out of food. Start growing your own fresh fruits and vegetables. Amen to that. Everybody should be. Let me see. It's a Basomatic blender. Is that a real thing, Happy Mac? Will sardines work? Is they in oil or water? I don't know how to answer that one. So listen, on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna finish eating this peach offline and not doing verses. I'm gonna finish eating this real quick. Everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy your family while they still here. All right. Left Farmer 73. I love you. Be safe. And I'm out. Grow your own, eat your own.